What is the most important reason for doing a vehicle inspection? A. To save you money by preventing costly repairs. B. Safety for yourself and other road users. C. Federal and state laws require you to inspect your vehicle. D. To ensure that you will achieve the best gas mileage. When backing your vehicle, which of the following is not recommended? A. Back as slow as possible. B. Back towards the right side. C. Use the lowest reverse gear. D. Back and turn towards the driver's side. It is important for driving safety to always be looking ahead. Which of the following is not a recommended time distance that you should be looking ahead? A. About 12 to 15 seconds. B. About 1 block for city driving. C. About 1/4 mile for open highway driving. D. About 5 car lengths on the highway. You are driving a 40-foot truck at 35 miles per hour. How much space should you keep in front of you? A. 3 seconds. B. 4 seconds. C. 5 seconds. D. 6 seconds. The act of operating a motor vehicle in a selfish, bold, or pushy manner, without regard for the rights or safety of others is known as A. Defensive driving. B. Road rage. C. Aggressive driving. D. Distracted driving. You should check your tires every blank or every blank when driving in very hot weather. A. 1 hour, 50 miles. B. 2 hours, 100 miles. C. 3 hours, 200 miles. D. 5 hours, 250 miles. Which of the following factors is not used to determine your safe speed when going down a long steep downgrade? A. Length and steepness of grade. B. Weather. C. Total weight of the vehicle and cargo. D. Time of day. With the controlled braking method, you A. Lightly apply braking pressure. B. Apply the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. C. Apply the brakes all the way until the wheels lock up, release the brakes and apply them again when the wheels start to roll again. D. Repeatedly tap the brakes as fast as you can. Which of the following is not a basic step to be taken at a crash scene? A. Notify authorities. B. Care for the injured. C. Gather the contact information of all the drivers involved. D. Protect the area. Which contains more alcohol, a 12-ounce glass of 5% beer, a 5-ounce glass of 12% wine, or a 1 shot of 80 proof liquor? A. 12-ounce glass of 5% beer. B. 5-ounce glass of 12% wine. C. 1 1/2 ounce shot of 80 proof liquor. D. They all contain the same amount of alcohol. Vehicle handling can become unsafe if the weight is not properly balanced. Hard steering can be caused by A. Too little weight on the driving axles. B. Too much weight on the steering axles. C. Under-loaded front axles. D. High center of gravity. Which of the following would not be part of a standard vehicle inspection? A. Tire problems. B. Bad brake drums or shoes. C. Steering system defects. D. Seating defects. If you are stopped on an incline, how can you start moving without rolling back? A. Shift to neutral. B. Fully engage the clutch. C. Apply the parking brake. D. Aggressively pump the accelerator. Which of the following is not an important reason to look far ahead when you are driving? A. Look for vehicles coming into your lane. B. Look for vehicles coming into your lane. C. Look for brake lights from slowing vehicles. D. Determine if there are any upcoming traffic lights that might require you to stop. You are driving a 60-foot truck at 55 miles per hour. How much space should you keep in front of you? A. 5 seconds. B. 6 seconds. C. 7 seconds. D. 8 seconds. Operating a motor vehicle with the intent of doing harm to others or physically assaulting a driver or their vehicle is known as A. Aggressive driving. B. Defensive driving. C. Tailgating. D. Road rage. When driving in very hot temperatures, you should A. Check your tires every 2 hours or every 100 miles. B. Let your tires cool down if they are too hot to touch. C. Ensure that you have enough antifreeze in the system. D. All of the above. Shifting into a lower gear and removing your foot off of the accelerator to slow your vehicle is known as A. Double clutching. B. Engine braking. C. Anti-lock braking. D. Brake fade. Which of the following statements is false? A. You can almost always turn to miss an obstacle more quickly than you can stop. B. Stopping is not always the safest thing to do in an emergency. C. If a tire blows, you should put the brakes on hard to stop quickly. D. Anti-lock braking systems only activate when wheels are about to lock. Which of the following are possible causes of tire fires? A. Loose fuel connections or underinflated tires. B. Dual tires that touch and underinflated tires. C. Improperly loaded cargo and dual tires that touch. D. Poor cargo ventilation or short circuits. The average person requires how many hours of sleep per 24-hour period? A. 7 or 8. B. 8 or 9. C. 6 or 7. D. 5 or 6. If you are transporting cargo, you should inspect the cargo and securing devices. A. Within the first 50 miles of driving. B. Before the trip. C. During every driving break on the trip. D. Before the trip, within 50 miles after beginning the trip, and at least every 150 miles or 3 hours. Which of the following is not a part of the steering system? A. Main spring. B. Hydraulic fluid reservoir. C. Tie rod. D. Steering knuckle. When backing, what is the best method to use to avoid blind spots? A. Use mirrors on both sides. B. Back towards the driver's side, where you can see better. C. Look at your path. D. Use a helper. Which of the following is not an appropriate reason to flash your braking lights? A. To warn drivers behind you when you need to slow down. B. To alert drivers behind you that there are hazards ahead. C. To signal to tailgaters that they are too close to your vehicle. D. To warn vehicles approaching you from behind that you are driving slowly. You are driving a 50-foot truck at 38 miles per hour. How much space should you keep in front of you? A. 3 seconds. B. 6 seconds. C. 4 seconds. D. 5 seconds. Which of the following is not a recommended action to take when confronted by an aggressive driver? A. Ignore them and refuse to react to any of their gestures. B. Make eye contact and motion to them that you are calling the authorities. C. Make every attempt to get out of their way. D. Do not let your pride and ego affect your actions. When driving in very hot temperatures, you should A. Check your tires every 2 hours or every 100 miles. B. Let your tires cool down if they are too hot to touch. C. Ensure that you have enough antifreeze in the system. D. All of the above. Shifting into a lower gear and removing your foot off of the accelerator to slow your vehicle is known as A. Double clutching. B. Engine braking. C. Anti-lock braking. D. Brake fade. The average person requires how many hours of sleep per 24-hour period? A. 7 or 8. B. 8 or 9. C. 6 or 7. D. 5 or 6. Which of the following is not a part of the steering system? A. Mainspring. B. Hydraulic fluid reservoir. C. Tie rod. D. Steering knuckle. When backing, what is the best method to use to avoid blind spots? A. Use mirrors on both sides. B. Back towards the driver's side, where you can see better. C. Look at your path. D. Use a helper. You are driving a 50-foot truck at 38 miles per hour. How much space should you keep in front of you? A. 3 seconds. B. 6 seconds. C. 4 seconds. D. 5 seconds. Shifting into a lower gear and removing your foot off of the accelerator to slow your vehicle is known as A. Double clutching. B. Engine braking. C. Anti-lock braking. D. Brake fade. CDL License Practice Test Commercial Driver's License. CDL Practice Test 2025 open you up to many top-paying CDL jobs. However, getting these best-paying truck driving jobs, highest-paying CDL jobs and highest-paying trucking companies isn't easy, as some require background checks and or an additional skills test. Most people will ask where there is CDL programs near me. But the free CDL training programs we have here can help you pass the CDL exam and get high CDL salary job. Below is a list of the different CDL truck CDL training that we offer, as well as the accompanying endorsement information. You'll need a commercial driver's license if you want to drive a truck or other commercial vehicle. A Class A license is one of the CDL designations in most jurisdictions. The laws and procedures for obtaining a Class A license vary by state. So, if you're thinking about acquiring a CDL, start by looking into the laws in your area. Now let's go to your question: how can I get my CDL license? Where can I get CDL license near me? Any free CDL training near me?